Did you know that over 32% of children under the age of 5 in India are stunted, and more than 18% of children under the age of 5 in India are wasted? But this is not just a problem in India. Over 735 million people go to bed hungry every night. My project, Project Annam, aims to solve that problem. Good morning, my name is Siddhartha, and this is my project, Project Annam. Project Annam's mission is to ensure no child goes to bed hungry at night. To solve this problem, I conducted over 70 customer interviews. I spoke to government school heads, private school heads, my peers, my teachers, and people from my school. I also spoke to government officials to get a sense of what they were doing for the problem. I gained 4 main insights. These insights were that the ages of 3 to 18 are the most vulnerable to malnutrition because this is a child's main time to grow. I also learned that the government has many brilliant schemes in place, such as the midday meal scheme. I learned that people like you and me waste a lot of food on a daily basis. I also found out that multiple orphanages had lost lots of their funding due to COVID. They barely had any money to pay for their electricity bill, let alone feed the children. After these key findings, I generated some ideas. There were many ideas, feasible and non-feasible. I spent days brainstorming on different kinds of solutions to these problems. I pivoted multiple times, but finally landed on the orphanage problem. From my interviews, I found out that many of them had lost their funding, and I wanted to help them in the difficult time of COVID. So I started laying out my plan for my impact. With 3 doctors, I went to the orphanages and conducted medical health checkups on more than 70 children. My key findings were that many of them were anemic and had vitamin B deficiency and had no sense of personal hygiene. So I created a meal plan and wanted to implement these meal plans in the orphanages. So I started crowdfunding and gathered over 150,000 rupees. With the money I gathered through crowdfunding, I was able to supply the orphanages with food for over 2 months. This was for over 150 children. But I knew I couldn't keep crowdfunding every month to supply the orphanage with food. So I connected these orphanages to NGOs to ensure they get a stable supply of food through the future. I also raised awareness, and I've ran an Instagram campaign with over 1,000 impressions, and I also conducted presentations at my school and at the orphanages to teach children and privileged people like you and me what we can do to help the problem. Through my journey of Project Annam, I came across 3 main learnings. The first one was that hard work, dedication and perseverance is key. There were multiple times I wanted to give up on Project Annam just because it got so hard. I also learned how to connect with people from different backgrounds, which I had to do during my customer interviews. I also learned about the value of food and how much food I used to waste. Project Annam has ensured that I stopped wasting food. That is Project Annam's journey so far. Thank you for listening, and please leave me a follow on Instagram at the handle project_annam.